Hello everyone, this is Soul Super 17 here, and let me get through this like usual. I do not own anything from My Hero Academia and from the Seven Deadly Sins, so I own none of the names, none of the characters, nothing, and I don't not even own this picture, and this is a non-paid video, it's just for fun. Alright? Okay. Here's the thing. I'm at a friend's house right now. I made the 200 special. Again, working on the 250, just want to make these videos, get it out, and yeah. Um, I'm at my friend's house, so when I stop, it's because he's talking to me, and then I'll be back. Alright, just want to get this one started. Last time we were left off is where Bon met his mom, Inko, well, Midoriya, or Deku. I'm just gonna say Deku still. Okay, yeah, hold up. He's coming back up. Okay, sorry about everyone. It took a while, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, last time we left off, I basically just wanted Inko came, met Midoriya, said that she wanted him back in, and I, and yeah, so they said they got the license, like the license plate of her Inko. She was already found out that what she did, she was already gone. But since now, he has the license plate for Inko's basically car and everything. Yeah, we're gonna go to that point. Also, yeah, I will get more into it, but anyways, let's just get into the video. Alright, everyone. So this is what if Deku was trained by Bon. Part 9? Yeah, I think it's part 9. Okay, so in so last time we left off, I already said about the whole entire Ingo thing, and Deku said, Nezu said we'll get her now. It says good, she'll go to jail and all that. So yeah, okay. So let's go to Inko's view. She's driving off, mad. She's saying, "How dare that brat get all this without me? I'm his mother. He should be by my side, making, being with me and all that." And then she's like I said, she's being a bee, so she doesn't think that maybe she was wrong. She doesn't believe it. Um, the police pull her over. Well, basically, she hears the sirens. She's like, she listened to how fast she was going. She was going like crap. Next thing you know, she gets pulled over by the police. A police officer walks up, asks for her license and registration, whatever. The police do. They find out Nezu was real quick on getting her, like literally her car number, license plate, everything. They run it through Nezu, or what Nezu's thing. So they tell her to get out of the car. She's arrested. There is no trial. She's just getting arrested, going to jail. Because I don't want to put Deku through that. So nobody has to know his real name then. So yeah. But let's go back over to Deku with everyone else. After Nezu said that, they asked him like, "Who was that woman?" Like, and he said, like somewhere else, was that you said your old mom, and he's going like, "Yeah." Deku's going to look and go like, yeah." uh, well, I'm adopted, so that was my old mom, and well, my new one, Miki, knows her. They're friends. And let's just say my old mom wasn't the most kindest person around. But then they're saying, but you have such an amazing quirk. Also, I know my friend in the background, he's playing Team Fortress 2 with his headphones on. Yeah. Not sponsoring nothing. Just saying. He may like rage at it, so just want to let you guys know that. But yeah. Anyways, the thing was they were like wondering, but you have such an amazing quirk. It's very unique and very versatile, and like you can heal from anything. And then Deku's just laughing, and basically Ida already got the call from about his brother in Genium, so yeah, but Ida's like kind of focused on Deku more because of what happened. So he's like, Bond, oh, why are you laughing? It's not something to be fun. You know, laugh at. It's not funny. He goes like, I mean, you guys just don't get it. Like, she may have been my birth mother, but I don't consider her my real mother. So if you excuse me, me and my family and my well, stepsis, are gonna go out and celebrate my victory. And basically he's saying, yep, and her husband says, of course, and basically, Misery? Yeah, Misery, aka Midnight, says, can I come too? And they say yes. And Katsuki's just, like, glad that he's okay and still cares about the family. And he looks, and basically Deku looks at her and saying, really, really, I'm sorry. She's just saying, it's alright. So, after the whole celebration, they take Misery back home, aka Midnight, and, Nezu was there, and he basically tells them that there's a, wait, yeah, she's gonna be living with Bon and Katsuki, and Mitsuki and her husband already agreed to it, and they're like, going like, wait, what? And she's just saying, surprise. Well, that's what Mitsuki's saying, and he's like, oh, Bon's just thinking, oh, great. Now I gotta deal with another one. And Midnight's going like, what do you mean? He goes like, oh, just another girl just gonna try to bug the living crap out of me like always. And Katsuki was like, hey, I never bug you. He goes like, every single time you always ask me to make you something, even though you know how to cook. Also, you always keep on asking me if I want to go hang out places, which I just want to try to train. And then she's like, so, I like hanging out with you. And Katsuki and her husband laugh and call it Nezu. Then Nezu told Bon that your old mother is arrested and going to jail. They already had enough evidence on her to the point where they didn't even need a trial. And he's like, really? He goes, yes, and he has the most biggest smile ever. And let's just say Katsuki never saw it. Midnight never saw it. Mitsuki just saying, so you can finally smile for real now. And he just saying, yeah, she's finally going to get what she deserved. Of course I'm happy. And then she just says, that's good. Hugs Deku and just says, now you can rest it easy more, really more. He goes, yeah, I can rest easy more now. So yeah, so basically, Midnight's just clothing. She got new clothing for herself. So she's basically living. She basically just goes back over to like Katsuki's and Deku's house now, and like and Mitsuki's, and they already like got like the like a new place for her to sleep. So she sleeps in that room, and thank God that did not stay on. And basically the next day, they at the basically the internships. Since Deku does not have All Might's quirk, he will never go to the Gran Torino. And I don't see the point of him going. That's just me. Some people have made him go to still Gran Torino, but not me. I'll just have him go to some random hero. Endeavor didn't want him to be with, and didn't give him a basically internship prophet, and just like Suki was the one basically, she was given letter of internship to him. Endeavor's place. So she goes there. Todoroki, um, Midnight mostly participated in the fight, and like did the fighting, but I think I made her lose to someone. So yeah, and they're still finding out some stuff, but she doesn't have to go to an internship because she basically kind of runs the place of her like organization still. It's that she doesn't go on patrols anymore because reasons they made up on the media. So yeah, so she's doesn't have to go nowhere. She just has to go to her own place and just work there. But Deku, you I kind of hmm, I want to say he was like the second person to get the most. So, but he doesn't find anyone to go to. That's what you would think, but I'm gonna put some random hero with a quirk that can absorb energy, basically, to make himself stronger. It's not like Facum, like that hero in season 4. So yeah, it's not like that hero where he swords up power and he uses it in one like attack. Like, no, it's more like this. This hero's quirk allows him to basically steals people energy just like Bond's snatch ability, but he can only do to like take like like have their strength only like very little just to add on to himself. So he has to like physically like get hit by them. The more they hit him, the more power he steals from them. That's all. So Bond, well, Deku basically goes to him. He's like a low level in Hosu City. Wait, first off, let me make sure I'm in the name right and it's where it actually is, okay? Because it's gonna be the Stain arc. So yeah, give me a minute. Okay, so yeah, I found out it was Hosu. If I did not say Hosu, it's that and this like the hero kill arc right now. But yeah. So basically, he chose the place where he's gonna go to this. I'm not gonna give him a hero name, but just know that this hero has a quirk that allows him to take punches to increase his own strength. For every punch he takes a little bit of their own. Then after the fight, they get it right back. So, and Deku heard about him. I cannot think of a hero name, so I'm just gonna say like Absorption, Absorbo Man. Yeah, that's all I can think of. And so he made his choice. He goes to Absorbo Man, and he also has to choose a hero name. Everyone else chose the hero name, and it's not Midnight. It's Mount Lady, and then then Aizawa Aizawa tells Midori that she doesn't have to choose a hero name. Everyone has to wondering why, and Deku just tells him, "Well, just don't worry about it." Also, he's actually kind of realizing he's starting to think about his hero name, but then he already knew what he wanted, but so he's acting like he's just thinking about it. But really, he's thinking about more like the morning where people were acknowledging his strength and how good he was in the sports festival, saying like that's a unique quirk you have. He's saying thanks, all that, and then so basically, so it gets to him, and he just tells them, "This name may sound silly to all of you or really strange, but since most people know I can heal any wound, probably even from death, Undead Bond." That's all he says his name's gonna be. And Aizawa says, "Suits you." Alright? And Midnight's going like, but that's like really weird. And then Bond just tells her, well, Deku just tells her, like, you, Mount Lady, you don't even know me that well to even say that's not a good hero name for me. And she just, like, thinking to herself, man, this brat has an attitude problem. And then Azawa just looks at her and says, he has a point. And also, I've seen it. This kid cannot die. And then most of the kids in the class, actually everyone in the class knew he probably couldn't die. He could heal from anything. But they look at him and say, wait, you can't die? He goes, yeah. I'm kind of, you can say immortal? You just have a hard time killing me. That's all. And they're like, okay, so you're might be immortal. He was like, yeah, like keep on telling you guys, I'm immortal. Like I can't die. I'm not gonna freaking like hide that from my own classmates. Who knows? There may even be like a spy here for I don't know the League of Villains, and because, well, to be honest, I have trust in people more than I did back when I was little. But I mean that how they knew about the USJ who was gonna be there. That has to be like somehow when someone should have known like something. I mean, I met Kirigiri and he was here, so someone told him about the wall and everything else. Security system. And they were like, how? And he was saying, long story short, no, don't ask any questions. And then like Hazawa says, yeah, he has a point. I mean, there should be like a spy in here, but who knows? It could be a student or it could be a teacher. Yeah, so I'm keeping my cards pretty safe. And like, actually, wait, Deku just thinks for a moment. He goes like, actually, that's all my cards around the table, and no one can beat me. He just starts laughing. Kazuki does chuckle a little. So does Misery, aka Midnight. Because yeah, everyone's wondering what. So the day of the internships, everyone goes to where they need to go, and Misery, watching Midnight, goes back to her organizations, telling everyone that she's back. She doesn't have to be like with anyone, but she's going to run the place behind closed doors. So please understand that, and they all her workers understand. So yeah, and Deku goes to the hero, a Zorbo man. So he's saying, "So you're Zorbo. Nice to meet you. I'm Bond." Is Bond. Nice to meet you. I'm a Zorbo. Just so they start talking about what's Deku's dream. He's saying to make sure no one like that could end up like me happens, like being abused or neglected, and so trying to become a number one hero. Just to show that even some kid like me, could have become the number one hero. He says, "Oh, that's a good dream." He goes, "Yeah. I mean, I was given a chance to by my teacher a long time ago, and I don't regret taking that chance and that dream, because now it can all become a reality." He goes, "Well, you seem like you know your stuff pretty well. I'm not like most heroes, kid, though, so I want to see how strong you are." He goes, "Oh, sure, Zorbo man. It's just to tell you, I may beat you real quick." Deku just like warning him. So Azuma says, "Don't worry." So they get into like a little like fine sparring area for them, and he tells Deku to come at him with everything he has. So Deku is like punching him, and to his over surprise, Deku is really strong. He is really strong. Like he's absorbing like his power. Like he can like increase like how much he can take from people. So he knows Deku's not some ordinary person. So he's taking a lot of his strength. The more Deku fights him, the more power he can like take off of him. So when Deku's on his knees, just tired, he's like, "Oh, so you can absorb people's energy too, huh?" And then Zorba goes like, "Yeah, and let me guess, you're gonna do what?" you usually do to people stealing their energy? He goes, I steal more than energy. I steal their strength and stamina. You just take my physical power and absorb it into your own, make you stronger, weakening my attacks by half each time I punch you, right? He's like, huh. So Zoro was pretty impressed that this kid knew it. He goes, well, I'm a pretty quick learner. Because I always want to become the more hero, so analyzing people are kind of my specialty a little. He has a smile on his face, and he puts up his right hand and says, physical hunt. And then he's like, Zoroman is just basically on one knee, and he's just tired. He feels like he's gonna lose consciousness. And he goes, give up, hero? And Zoroman says, he gets up, saying no. He goes, and Deku's thinking to himself, wow, this hero really tries his hardest. This is the first time that this ever happens to him. That's like, so basically Zoro is still fighting Deku while in this state of he's almost unconscious. So Deku hasn't even thrown a punch yet. So when Deku dodges, he's about to throw a punch, and basically he stops and then catches the Zoro because he passed out. He releases all the energy back into him, and then he's still knocked out. So I don't know, like minutes later, it's just like a 20-minute nap. He gets up. He goes, "What happened?" He goes, "I won the match." Deku tells him. So he's like saying, "Wow, kid, you really are good. It looks like you may not even need to be here. Carl, you probably could have just like trained on your own and become stronger." He goes, yeah. But then why I train is more like brutal torture. And Zoro just looks at him and goes like, "What do you mean?" And at the end, he just basically tells him what he does, and he goes like, "How do you survive that?" He goes, "Easy. I just can." And Zoro goes like, "Okay, so basically, well, he's doing all that with him. You know, he figures out some paperwork, what it means like to run an organization with him. He's showing him more than what he should. They even go on patrols. They figure out some stuff. They train a little bit, and then Deku realized that Zoro, like he asks Zoro, like, "Why you teach me all this? Like, you know, all this stuff, how to run a hero organization company, and and all that." He goes, and then he just looks at him, goes to Deku, goes like, "Because I consider showing my basically my intern everything. Does not matter how little it is. Does not matter how big it is. We anything can be useful in life. Anything really. Any information that can help you is best than none. I want you to be prepared, kid. That's all." And Deku is just kind of like shocked by this. And so Deku asks him a question. Why did you want to become a hero? And Zoro stops walking on, because they're on patrol, and this is like the day of Hosu City, so like, you know, um, Deku, like on the way to the place, he did notice Ida was acting strange, and he knew about Ingenium, so he's like thinking Ida's gonna do something stupid. Since Zoro Man was already in Hosu, like patrolling it, it didn't really matter. So yeah, and I mean not Hosu, and Zoro just looks at Deku and just tells him, "What? Why would I want to become a hero? It's not really for the money. I don't care about that. It was because you could say someone I cared about was taken away by somebody, and it wasn't a villain. And this is just shock. This is just a shock to Deku. He says, "A hero?" And he goes, "Yeah, that hero's being greedy, only cared about money. They cared if there was a hostage, and so I wanted to become a hero to bring that man to justice. I have to make sure that never happens to anyone else." So I found him. Charges were made on him. He went to jail. He got the death penalty. I didn't do it for revenge, though. I made sure he never did anything like that again. So, that was my reason to become a hero, and I stayed a hero so it never happens again. And Deku's saying, just thinking, even some heroes are crooked, huh? He says to himself. But then, outside when he about to open his mouth, he says, Azorba just says, "Hey, I know what you're gonna say. Sorry to hear about your loss. Sorry about what happened all those times I should have asked or pried into. I heard it all before, kid. Don't." And Deku just says, "Nah. I was thinking. Even heroes can be crooked, huh? That just means villains and heroes are just on a thin line. Because you can become a hero one minute as a villain, doing the right thing to protect the ones you love, and you get treated like a villain. And the next minute, the villain, who's actually a hero, who's causing the pain and the problem, gets treated fairly. So it's the unjust world, you can say." And so he walks. So that's when he was like walking past his normal man, and he goes like, "Huh, kid, I like the way you think." So he goes, and then Zoro just said that to Deku, and Deku just says, "Yeah, I know. Come on, we still gotta finish our patrol." So, yeah. Also, Zoro did ask Deku, "Why did you call yourself Undead Pawn?" And then Deku literally just told him, "Oh, because, well, it's hard to kill me, so why not?" And he's like, "Oh." And then, after walking for a couple hours, they get to the area where they hear some screaming. It is the Nomu attack. Basically, the Nomu are like attacking the innocent people. Deku, there's Deku, Manuel, Ida, Endeavor, Todoroki, Katsuki, and Azorbo there. So they're taking out Nomus. Deku's killing them with Vanish and Kill, and he's actually using Snatch to take off like the heads and the brain, just killing them. And Zorbo's pretty impressed by it. And Katsuki says, "Oh, this ain't nothing. He can even do something really amazing, but he doesn't feel like doing it right now, I think." And then, you just hear Hunter Fest. And Deku just takes all the Nomu's strength around, and he just starts punching each one, and there's like breaking. So, he leaves a couple for the pro heroes. Also, Zoro gave him permission to use his quirk and protect people like any people. Even if they're heroes and they're like in danger. Then Manuel hears, "Where's Ida? Ida," just like him. So Zoro tells Deku, he says, "Bond, find Ida. If he's with anyone, especially the hero killer, save his life, and I have permission for you to fight him. Also, show him what a real hero is, kid." He puts up the thumbs up to Deku, and Deku just says, "Yeah, I know. Hey, is it alright if I break a couple of his bones, then?" And basically, Zorbo tells him, "Hey, if you do that, then, well, it's his fault, right? He tried to kill you then." "Yep. See ya." So, and Deku just starts running. He already killed the Nomus, so he already released the energy back over. And Katsuki, Todoroki was there with Endeavor too, so, Katsuki is taking care of the rest of the Nomus along with everyone else. And basically, also, he has this 3-section staff with him. I think I'm gonna make it like upgrade to a 4-section staff if I haven't then. Yeah. If I have, then forget what I just said. I get the look back maybe in my videos. Like, actually, I could finish it. Okay, I could just make a spare. Yeah, I think a couple spare ones. Anyways, so while Deku is running around, he comes across he always looks in alleyways. He came across an alleyway, and he sees Ida, a hero killer, and Native. Native's not dead yet, so Ida can't tell. Ida's about to be killed. Then Deku just uses Snatch to take out the knife out of basically the hero killer's hand, and he goes, "Whoa, do we have to use toys like this against kids? Yeesh. I hate to be your son." Then and he throws the knife to the side, and the hero goes like, "Who are you?" He goes, "Me? Oh, I'm just some average civilian trying to become a hero, trying to be the number one. But hey, if you want to fight kids, then he gets out the three sisters staff and says, then bring it on." Yeah. So, well, three or four session staff. I'm just gonna say that so I find out for sure. If you guys can leave that in the comment, please don't be annoyed by it. But yeah. So basically, Deku is in a fighting stance, and the hero killer is wondering, who is this kid? Or is he even a kid? He looks like a teenager or adult or something. He says, "How old are you?" He goes, 15. He goes, "No way a 15-year-old could be that tall." He goes, "Oh, I ate a lot of vegetables and meat." Considering I was very, very, very thin and pale and almost dead. Surprising I'm still alive. And the hero killer just wondering, what does he mean? And even Ida's wondering that too. So let's say the hero killer heard something about a kid run away from his mother, and there was a rumor about her not feeding the kid, starving him, abusing him, and he was also getting abused by people. So he's thinking maybe this kid is that boy. Doesn't matter, he thinks. So Deku basically looks at Ida saying, "Yo, Ida, what were you thinking, man? Taking on a guy who is basically better than you in power and fighting capabilities, instincts, experience, and speed? Yeesh. You're supposed to be the smart one here." So it's like, I'm the smartest kid in the class then. Besides, Momo. And Ida saying, "Shut it, I'm supposed to take care of him. He hurt my brother." And then Deku saying, "Blah, blah, blah, hurt my brother, blah, blah, blah." Dude, this ain't a movie or TV show. We're not in for revenge. We're supposed to be heroes, right? We're supposed to save people's lives, not expect anything out of it, especially revenge. If we're in the Middle Ages, yeah, totally understandable. But we're not. So, shut it and watch the show. Basically he's still in the fighting stance when he said all of this. And basically, Stain just runs on him. Deku dodges. Because Stain took out a sword, he tried to make a slash. He dodged. He started to throw he started to use his 3-sided staff like a nunchuck. Basically just started to try to hit him. 3 to 4-sided staff, actually. So yeah. So he's just starting to hit him, and basically Stain's like dodging very quick, jumping on the walls around, trying to cut Deku, and basically it's just like going, "Whoa there, man. Yeesh, that's pointy." I know I don't like to be cut more than the last guy, but come on, do you even sanitize that thing? And this is irritating, Stain and telling him, Just shut it so I can cut you and make sure you can't move for a while. And Deku was like, oh, oosh, man, that kind of hurts. You don't want me to move so you can kill me? Oh, come on. That if you kill me, then this won't be any fun, right? And all of a sudden, he says, Hunter's cloak. And then Deku just disappears. Stain's wondering where he is, and you just hear Stain getting beaten really badly. He's getting hit with the 3 to 4 section staff right across the face, the stomach, everywhere around him. Then he gets punched, kicked, thrown into a wall, and then snatched again, and then thrown back into the same wall. And Stain, then he reverts Hunter's cloak. To be seen. It was like, oh, that wasn't even fun. Whatever. So, Ida just gets stabbed in the hand, and, the hero killer is, somewhat conscious, still thinking, how could this kid beat me? And then he's, saying, and then he sees him going to Native. He's saying, hey, Native, right? He goes, yes. Are you okay? He goes, the wound isn't that bad, but Deku just says, so he bites his wrist and just starts bleeding onto basically Native's wound, and he just tells Native, don't tell no one about this. I can kill you anytime I need to. And then Ida's like, what? And even Native's he goes, why? He goes, if anyone finds out about this, they may try to experiment on me. So I don't want to be pronged and punctured. So yeah. And Ida's wound healed. Yeah, not Ida's. Native's wound healed. I don't think I had all my healed yet. Maybe I did. If not, then I'm gonna make him healed soon. So, just in case if I didn't heal him, I'm gonna do it again, just in case if I didn't. But yeah, I'll do that in another video. So Deku has been going around, around just to search for any more weapons that or something that something can pop out. Then he goes to Ida, takes up the knife, tells him, "Come on, let's go." Ida is getting up basically. Deku's carrying Stain, and Native did ask, "What's your hero name?" He goes, "Undead Bond." And Stain's thinking, "Undead Bond. Why is that?" He's thinking to himself. And so when the heroes come, Deku sees a Zorbo man, and Zorbo sees Deku. He goes, Bond, you just had the hero killer. He goes, yeah. It was actually pretty easy as soon as I put on my hunter's cloak. This guy was not even that strong. Well, I guess I was holding back still, but whatever. I wasn't gonna kill him. There's no point killing someone like him. And the Zorro agrees with him. The Nomu the flying Nomu that wasn't killed yet by anyone came and because Deku did put Stain down when a Zorbo man was coming over to him, so he put him down. He gets snatched up by the Nomu, and Stain sees it. But right before blood did go onto this one girl, right when Stain was about to move, he sees Deku just suddenly just saying, "Physical hunt," and he just starts stealing the Nomu's strength. He's making sure he steals all of it to the point where he can't fly no more. So right around this is the Nomu just free falling now. Deku gets free with all the strength that the Nomu had, and basically he's saying, "Hey, you want the funny thing, ugly? Well, with bird ugly bird thing, the bigger they are." And then, like, so he's just saying that while they're falling, and then like a few minutes later, the Nomu hits the ground, and Deku just lands like basically the Nomu's head first into the ground, and Deku just lands on his back, and he just says, "Ah, the harder they fall, ah, my back." He gets up, and he was like, "Oh man, that hurts a lot more than I suspected." That the hero killer witnessed something like he should have been dead, even if he used the Nomu to break his fall. He should be dead. At least maybe just a broken bone, and he's walking over to them like it's nothing. The hero killer then sees another Nomu coming out of nowhere. Yes, I'm bringing in another Nomu because of well, this is Mom. He can't die. So, and this one was bleeding a lot. So, let's just say it took Ida. No, I didn't take Ida. They come running towards Deku, and Deku's already in a fighting stance, and there's like still blood on the same girl. He licks it, and then the Nomu can't move, and he just jumps onto the Nomu and just kills it. Given the same speech, kinda, just saying like should be purged, and the villains of this society should also be purged too. You know, the same speech somewhat, but then he looks over while he's on the top of the Nomu and just looking at him, but they're saying, "I thought there was only one true hero around." And he goes, don't really think I'm gonna let you go, hero killer." And then Stain says, "Why would you? You're a hero, right?" And Zorbo was saying, "All of us are heroes." And he says, "Zorbo, sister was killed by a pro hero. You got justice." Pro hero? More like true hero. And Zorbo was like shocked to think that he thinks that, but he was like, "Flying won't get you nowhere. Just come on in peacefully, we won't have to hurt you." And he says, he's the one who defeated me. No one else. As he pointed to Deku, and he just passed out. Endeavor was like there. He's thinking this kid beat him all by himself. No. Kaisuke's running over to like Deku, saying, "Are you okay? Anything?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm fine. Look, I only got maybe like a couple of scratches, but they'll go away soon." She's like thinking, "Oh, thank God." And Shiraki saw what happened. He's saying, that blasted kid and Stain. Ugh." And Deku just, goes to the hospital. Same thing happens to Ida, but he says, since you were the one who defeated him, and also we asked about your pro hero, Zorbo Man, he gave you permission, even if you found a hero killer, to engage him and fight him. So you began the credit undead bond. He was like, "Thanks. Just what I need." And I know I probably should go a little bit longer, but I think that's all I wanted to do right now. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm sorry if it wasn't that much action into it. But I did try to give some of it, like, yeah, I didn't give much of a description about it, but I can only say this. Since, no one could see what happened, Deku was just swinging around the 3 or 4 second staff at him, just hitting him, and, just causing bruises and, not enough to kill him. Just some bruises and some bones that were fractured. Just, not broken completely, just fractured. So yeah. But anyways, I do hope everyone has a nice day and night. And, I'm making some more videos today. And I'm going to try to post them today or tomorrow, depending on how they sound. Alright? Alright, bye everyone.